Welcome to Hillsboro High School. We're joining us live. Junior varsity action in progress. Hillsboro Tigers versus the Wonewoc Center Wolves. Hillsboro currently leading 6-4. And up the floor. I don't know. We got to switch up the uniforms. Jaden Burnett with the ball. Is that Quinn Shetter now? Is that Quinn Shetter, number 25?
Yeah.
So Quinn Shetter donned a different kind of jersey tonight and thrown me for a loop. Burnett throws up a prayer. I say it's a prayer because it had no chance of going in after it left his hands. Here goes another prayer by Olson. He's going to take one off the hoop. Rebound by Quinn Shatter. Shatter will push it up to Burnett. Burnett drives it down in. He's looking for help. He'll get it McGraw and now to Trunks Fry and back out to Quinn Shatter. I think maybe it's Landon Fry, huh? I know they nicknamed him Trunks. Long story on that one, folks. Someday I'll tell you. Jaden McGraw with a shot from the free throw line. He'll drop it in. Hillsboro doubles up on Wonewoc, and Wonewoc Center, a hook shot from Murillo. Doesn't go. Fry will save it right back to Murillo. Murillo with another. Wow. I haven't seen anything like that since I went to the rodeo. Quinn Shutter quickly up the floor. And he'll be stolen by Murillo. This should be interesting. And he'll lay in a nice left-handed by Murillo. That's maybe the most impressive thing I've seen here in the first half. Quinn Shutter's going to drive in. He's going to be fouled on the ground, I believe. And he's going to the free throw line. So apparently they're going to give him some free throws. Shutter to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Wonewoc Center already with 4 team fouls on the night. And Shutter will make the first one. That's his first point of the night. McGraw checks out. David Johnson into the game for Hillsboro for the first time tonight. And Shutter, he'll toss one up. Free throw doesn't go. Rebound, Wonewoc Center, Alec Grigorov. And he'll dump it out to Olson, Gavin Olson. And now Alec Grigorov with the ball. You get free throw line. He'll pull it up, gets it knocked away by Dane Green and out of bounds. Wonewoc Center will maintain possession of the ball, checking into the game. We got a 15 and maybe a 14, huh? That would be 15 is Vlad Grigorov. Looking to see who the other one is dancing around. That's number 10. Into the game is James Weber into the game. Caden Johnson the ball for Wonewoc Center. And he's going to step over the line, be a turnover. David Johnson now on the far baseline for Hillsboro to inbound, and another substitution for Wonewoc. Wonewoc's got these numbers that blend in with their dark jerseys, and you can't read them. It's like a black number on a black jersey. Landon Fry with a 3-point shot for Hillsboro. These Wonewoc Center jerseys, they must have bought them from a telemarketer. I think it's number 5 at the free throw line. I don't have a number on him. Gavin Olson. He can't be wearing 2 and 5 both, is he? That's 15 at the line. Vlad Grigorov. And he misses his first shot. He'll line up for shot number 2. Dane Green with the rebound. He'll outlet to Quinn Shetter and Shetter up the floor for the Tigers. Shetter going coast to coast just like a sailor. Going to feed David Johnson. Johnson gets it stolen from him. Tackles 2 Wolves on the way down the floor, and Wonewoc Center will bring the ball up and set their offense. Dynamite drive, you'd call that, by Vlad Grigorov, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot some more free throws, I believe. Personal foul on Dane Green. They're going to say he fouled him before at the shot. That's Dane's first personal, third team foul for Hillsboro. Trunks Fry will take C on a bench as Abe Shetter comes back into the game. David Johnson with the steal. He'll let Quinn Shetter to Abe Shetter, and up the floor are the Tigers. Now Abe Shetter, 3 points from the near wing. It doesn't go. Rebound's going to go to Colin Thompson. And he'll patiently bring the ball up the court for Wonewoc Center. Grigorov with the ball. Back to Thompson. Thompson's going to kick it out. Long three off the rim. Rebound. Keegan Stalkey's back in the game. Keegan had a good start to the game. Back in the game now, and now Quinn Shetter's going to take a 12-foot jump shot and rattle it home. And the Wonewoc Center Wolves will bring the ball up the floor and set their offense. Colin Thompson with the ball. Knocked away by Abe Shetter. Wonewoc Center will maintain possession. Joseph Cairns in the game for the first time tonight. He'll replace David Johnson. I think it's Thompson inbounding the ball. I'm trying to remember these kids' faces. I see their faces better than I see their numbers. Grigorov with a shot, I believe. Vlad Grigorov. Now we're going to have a two-shot foul as we're sending Cooper Hanko to the line to shoot two free throws for the Wonewoc Center Wolves. Both teams with 14 fouls apiece. Cooper is going to line up and throw the ball up off the back of the iron. Foul is on number 23, and they really threw me a loop. Hillsboro. That's Abe Shetter. Hillsboro's got a... Everybody's wearing a different jersey tonight. Must be throwback night. Keegan Stalkey with a rebound after the two missed free throws, and Quinn Shetter will bring the ball up the floor. He'll come near side to Abe Shetter. Abe Shetter will kick the ball across to Ian Anderson now in the game. Shetter from the corner for three. He'll rattle it around the rim. Hillsboro can't come out with a rebound. And Abe Shetter, I thought he's going to tackle Vlad Grigorov there. And now we're going to have a Wonewoc Center timeout. Called by Coach Stefan Rudel, I believe his name is. Wonewoc Center brings the ball up. Colin Thompson with the ball. Johnson, and now 22, Alec Grigorov. Back to Johnson. Thompson. The Grigorov, maybe they're brothers, I don't know. I just found out that Abby and Aubrey Langer aren't sisters from Bangor. But I know that the Shetter boys are brothers for Hillsboro. I know that much. I know Ian Anderson is a triplet. He's got two sisters. I know my phone's ringing. Probably a telemarketer. It is from Tacoma, Washington. All telemarketers, quit calling me. You're on my do not call list. I'm signed up on the do not call list. Telemarketers can quit calling me. Abe Shetter brings the ball up for Isaac Tyne, three-pointer from the wing, doesn't go. Rebound, Alec Grigorov. He'll dump it to Thompson, and Thompson bring the ball up the floor. Caden Johnson with the ball, and he'll go to Vlad Grigorov. Wow, that scared me when he yelled hey and threw the ball. 10-foot jumper by Alec Grigorov doesn't go. Abe Shetter will come out of the mess with the ball. Just like a little bee coming out of the beehive. He'll drive to the right side and drop it in. Abe's kind of a little pistol tonight. Can't even find him on my program. That's Abe's first basket. I thought he had more than that. Hillsboro stretches their lead into double digits. Checking in is Jaden McGraw for Hillsboro. Wonewoc Center, show me your number. Don't be shy. It's Olson back in the game. Gavin Olson back in the game for Wonewoc Center. Thompson will inbound the ball. Alec Grigorov with a jump shot. Doesn't go. Tying quickly up the floor. They'll get the ball to Shetter off of Anderson's pass. And now they're going to call Abe Shetter for traveling. Got Jill working on a scoreboard for you here. It's 16-6. Hillsboro leads by 10. Final 3 minutes of the first half. Olson goes far side. I'm sorry. I just took for granted we had a scoreboard and we don't, so I'll try to keep you updated. Olson with a nice pass. Can't be handled by Weber. Out of bounds. Hillsboro will take possession of the ball. We have 2:27 left to play in the first half. Checking into the game for the Wonewoc Center Wolves. I think it's Cooper Hanko back in the game. Anderson will take the inbound pass, dump it back out to Abe Shetter. And Shetter, the far side to Isaac Tyne. Tyne comes back to Shetter, and now Ian Anderson on the wing for Hillsboro. Anderson going to feed Stalky. He'll turn around, out, rattle around the rim. Alec Grigorov with the Wolves gets the rebound. And up the floor comes Hanko with the ball. Now Grigorov. Grigorov driving left side. Nice drive. Can't get it to go. He'll get the loose ball. Now it's back to Olson's hand. Gavin Olson with the ball. Borderline molested. He'll pop up. 10-foot shot. Doesn't go. Stalky looking for it. He'll save it into Tyne's hands. And Hillsboro on the move up the far sideline. Isaac Tyne. Dump it into Keegan Stalky. Stalky can't handle it. He'll save the ball from going out of bounds right into the hands of Gavin Olson. And Hillsboro leading 16-6. $1:30 left to go in the first half. Vlad Grigorov, he'll go far side. Get the ball to Colin Thompson. Back to Alec Grigorov. Vlad Grigorov. Thompson. Alec Grigorov with a whole lot of nothing on that one. Isaac Tyne will bring the ball up the floor. Far side to Shetter. Shetter with a 21-foot three-point shot doesn't go in. Saved by Isaac Tyne. Out in the middle of the court, Shetter will track down the loose ball. Shetter back into the front court for Hillsboro with the ball. He'll come near side to Ian Anderson, and now Isaac Tyne back to Shetter. Shetter's going to feed Jaden McGraw from the free throw line. Off the backboard, doesn't go, and might have a body foul coming up here on Keegan Stalky. That'll be Hillsboro's 5th team foul. Keegan's first personal foul, and the Wolves will bring the ball up the floor. Final minute of play, actually final half minute of play we're approaching. Grigorov, and this is Hanko. Long shot, nothing but air underneath it. Tyne will touch the baseline as he steps out of bounds on the rebound. Wonewoc Center will be inbounding the ball. 28 seconds left to play in the half. Hillsboro leading 16-6. And Abe Shetter will take the ball off the Isaac Tyne rebound. Up the floor to Ian Anderson for three, and Ian Anderson buries a three-pointer. His first bucket of the night. Hillsboro with a 19-6 lead. And the whistle blew, and Sam Heenick was watching that Bangor game. He's not very quick at stopping the clock. 1 second left to play. Hillsboro's got the ball. He should have 3 seconds left to play, and Coach Ethan Knorr, he wants a timeout. With 1.6 left to play in the half. Well, I know the play I'd put in for 1.6 seconds left, but I won't say what it is. Well, there's only one guy on the floor, or one guy on either team that can make this shot. And I think I'd send everyone long, and I put that one player on the G, where it says Tigers, and get him the ball. That being said, on the floor for Hillsboro, it looks like we got Abe Shetter, Ian Anderson, Jaden McGraw, Isaac Tyne, and Keegan Stalkey. Keegan Stalkey, because he's the strongest of the bunch, because everybody is way down on the other end of the floor. And they're going to get it to Abe Shetter. And Sam, that was a long... And they're going to wave it off. One guy says count it, one guy waves it off. That was the longest 1.6 seconds there was. The shot got off before the buzzer, but Sam Heenick taking lessons from the Bangor scoreboard operator last night. And that was the longest 1.6 seconds in the history of basketball. So they do indeed wave that one off. So at the half, Hillsboro's going to take a 19-6 lead. Unofficial scoring for the Tigers. Keegan Stalkey with 4, Jaden McGraw with 4, Quinn Cheddar with 3, Landon Fry with 3, Ian Anderson with 3, and adding a deuce is Abe Shetter for 19. For the Wonewoc Center Wolves, Augie Murillo has 4 and Vlad Grigorov 2 for a total of 6. Hillsboro leading 19-6. I'm going to step away. We will be back in 8 minutes with second half action. So we come back after the halftime break as teams make their final adjustments. Hey, I can hear an echo in here. Hillsboro finds themselves leading 19-6. Unofficial scoring, leading the way for Hillsboro. Keegan Stolke with 4, along with Jaden McGraw's 4 points. 3 apiece from Quinn Shutter, Ian Anderson, and Landon Fry. Abe Shutter adding a deuce to round out Hillsboro's 19 points. 6 points for Wonewoc Center. Augie Murillo with 4. Vlad Grigorov with a deuce. So we get ready to start second half action. Hillsboro will have the ball to start the second half and try to add to their 13-point lead. Reminder to stay tuned about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Have varsity action as the Hillsboro Tigers welcome the Wonewoc Center Wolves to town. Wonewoc Center will be looking for their first win of the year. Isaac Tyne goes cross court to Ian Anderson, back out to Abe Shutter, now back to Tyne. Tyne going to find Jaden McGraw near the free throw line. He likes that shot, and I'm going to take it now. Isaac Tyne's going to pop up 12-footer, a little bit long. Rebounded by Cooper Hankel. That's Colin Thompson with the ball. He's going to get it to Vlad Grigorov. Grigorov with the ball coming down near side. He stops and quick shot. He's quick draw, he is. And they're going to have a traveling call. Up and down goes Roy Ammerman. It'll be a turnover, and Hillsboro will take possession of the ball on the far baseline. Isaac Tyne will inbound to Abe Shutter. Shutter will walk the ball up the floor for the Tigers. And now Shutter near wing, or rather that's Tyne. Now back Shutter in the front court. Shutter will pull up, take a shot from the free throw line, and miss. Thompson on the run with the ball for Wonewoc Center. Knocked away by Shutter, goes out of bounds. Wonewoc Center will retain possession of the ball. Thompson inbound for the Wolves. We get into Grigorov. That's Vlad Grigorov. And I think that's Ammerman. He is stuck. Thompson's going to launch one. Rebounded by Jaden McGraw. McGraw outlet to Shutter, and Abe Shutter will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Isaac Town bounces off the back of Jaden McGraw's head and back to Tyne, and now Ian Anderson with the ball. He'll get in Keegan Stolke working hard. He'll dump it back out in the front court to Tyne, and now Abe Shutter. Shutter on the far wing, working the wing. Loses dribble now inside to Stolke. McGraw from the free throw line, and he'll drop it in. Jaden McGraw, he's hit 3 of those from there. Jaden's got 6 now on the night. Up the floor comes Thompson. He'll dump it to Hankel. Hankel tried to get it back to Thompson. The ball goes out of bounds. They say a Hillsboro player is the reason Thompson couldn't run it down, and Thompson will be inbounding for Wonewoc Center near baseline. He'll get it into Ammerman. It says Roy Ammerman. I know a Roy Ammerman, and he still will be playing in this game. I don't know. He must be a grandson. Ian Anderson to Isaac Tyne. Dumps out to Jaden McGraw. Now Ian Anderson swings it around to Abe Shutter, and he'll skip it to Tyne. Tyne steps behind the line. Now he'll take the 15-footer, just a bit long. Cooper Hankel with the rebound for Wonewoc Center. He'll outlet to Colin Thompson. Thompson will walk the ball up the floor for the Wolves. Vlad Grigorov with the ball, and it's taken away right in front of Thompson. We're off to the races with Shutter 1-on-3, and I think Shutter's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws as he was tackled by 3 Wolves simultaneously. Mark Sullivan trying to pick which Wolf he's going to charge with the foul. They're going to say the foul was on the ground, and there's no way that foul was on the ground. Foul on Roy Ammerman, his first personal, team's first team foul second half. to say the inbounds pass is knocked back out of bounds. Ian Anderson with quick footwork got out of the way. Anderson now to inbound the ball. He'll get it into Shatter. Shatter skips it to Stalky, and Stalky will miss, but rebound by Vlad Grigorov. Outlet to Colin Thompson, and Thompson will bring the ball up into play for the Wonewoc Center Wolves. Thompson driving the near side. Dump it Grigorov. And now there's Hanko with a jump shot, just short. I thought they had one. Grigorov, he's got that quick shot, that quick draw. There's Hanko again, and we're going to have a foul called from 60 feet away. Sometimes you're farther back, you get the bigger picture. Foul is going to be called on Isaac Tyne, his first personal team's first team foul. We got Cooper Hanko at the line to shoot 2 free throws. And he'll hit nothing but the bottom of the net. Cooper on the board for the Wolves. And into the game, Ammerman comes back into the game. Ammerman never left. Who is it? Oh, Olsen, I think, is in the game. So Hanko's free throw is errant. Rebound Stalky, outlet Shetter, and Shetter brings the ball in the front court for Hillsboro. Come near side to Tyne. Isaac Tyne clear across court to Jaden Burnett now in the game. Tyne to McGraw. McGraw from the free throw line, and he missed that one. Bouncing around, loose ball, scramble for it. Vlad Grigorov will track it down. Outlet to Olsen. Olsen brings the ball up for the Wolves. He'll get it to Hanko. Hanko stuffs behind the arc. 3-point from the corner, a little bit long off the iron. Out of bounds, be a turnover, Hillsboro's ball. So Hillsboro's tripled up on Wonewoc Center, 21-7. We got a scoreboard now, so I guess I don't have to tell you about the score. Jaden Burnett to Abe Shetter. Shetter to Burnett. Burnett back to Shetter. Shetter to Burnett. We got the Burnett-Shetter show going here. Back to Shetter. Back to Burnett. I only need to know 2 players' names right now. Burnett with the ball, back to Shetter. Abe Shetter with the ball. He'll get it to Tyne. Tyne drives in. Shot by Tyne, can't get the roll. Rebound by Cooper Hanko. An outlet to Gavin Olsen. Olsen brings it up, gets it back to Hanko. Hanko driving left side is blocked by Isaac Tyne. And they're going to call a jump ball. I think the jump ball is between Stalky and Alec Grigorov. Wonewoc Center with a possession arrow will keep the ball in the game. Now Augie Murillo. He'll get the ball to Olsen. Olsen stuffs behind the arc, lets one fly, it doesn't go. Rebound tracked down by Isaac Tyne, and Tyne will hurry up the floor. That's not Isaac Tyne, though. Who is that? Is that Isaac Tyne, number 11, Jill?
Yes.
It is, okay. Olsen. Going to go to Murillo, and Murillo's good to get the shot, going to get it to go. He's been leading the Wolves. He's got 6 so far now on the night. 6 of the 9 points, and he'll try to make it 7 of the 10. If he can connect on this free throw. Murillo shot up and off the iron. Dane Green now in the game with the rebound. And Wonewoc Center will get a steal, and Murillo right back with it. He's got 8 now. Augie Murillo with 8 points for the Wolves. Abe Shetter brings the ball up into play. He'll get it to Tyne. Tyne sets up. Thought about taking a 3. Now he kick it clear across court to Jaden Burnett. Burnett with the ball. Into the front court, and we have an over and back violation as Abe Shetter vertically challenged, and momentum took him over half court. Hillsboro's lead cut down to 10, only leading 21-11 right now as Wonewoc Center will bring the ball into play. Olsen with the ball for Wonewoc Center. He'll dump it into Murillo, I think, and he's just a one-man attack. Dane Green with the rebound. He'll outlet to Shetter, and Abe Shetter up the floor with the ball. Shetter near side to Tyne. Tyne driving left side, brings it back out. Shetter. Shetter on the near wing. He'll pop up, 3-point shot off the back of the iron. And Thompson, I believe, what's his name? Colin Thompson. 2 L's and 2 N's in that name. Gavin Olson. Back to Vlad Grigorov. There's that quick shot, boy. If this was a Wild West, nobody beat Grigorov. He just pulls up and slaps it home. We had a Hanko makes a basket. He's got 3 now on the night for the Wolves. Jaden Burnett now kicks it back out front court to Shetter, and they're going to find David Johnson. Johnson tries to find Dane Green underneath, and it's a little bit too strong on the pass. Quinn Shetter is going to check into the game now for Isaac Tyne, and Landon Fry is into the game for Abe Shetter. That's good. I don't know if I can handle 2 Shetters on the floor at once. Grigorov, he makes a drive and gets fouled, so he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 fouls. I think the guilty party for Hillsboro is Dane Green. That'd be Dane's second personal. Team's 3rd team foul. And Grigorov to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw on the way. Hard off the back of the iron. And he'll line up for number 2. Grigorov. And he's going to can that one, but they're going to say he stepped over the line with a lane violation, so he makes a free throw and it doesn't count. Nothing going right for the Wolves, although they've cut this lead from 13 points down to 8. Quinn Shetter driving down the lane. Now he'll kick it back out and he'll throw it right to Vlad Grigorov. To Olson, and now Alec Grigorov, and he'll have it knocked away. Dane Green comes up with the ball. He'll outlet to Jaden Burnett, and now Quinn Shetter. Shetter up the floor with the ball. Shetter kicks out to Burnett, now Dane Green. Green driving right side with a shot. Doesn't go and out of bounds. And the ball will go out of bounds, be a turnover. Checking in for the Wolves, I think it's number 10, James Weber, into the game for Wonewoc. Weber will inbound to Olson. Olson brings the ball up the floor, and now over to Weber. Weber on the far side, back to Olson in the front. Olson driving down the far side, nowhere to go, looking for some help. He'll get it to Grigorov. Watch this quick shot now. You come around, stop, and just the ball be in the air. Grigorov to Olson. Olson back to Grigorov. Vlad Grigorov. Here it comes. He drove the lane. It's partially blocked, but they swat it right back to Weber, I think. Let me get a number. That wasn't Weber. It's Hanko. Hanko with the shot. Hanko now 5 on the night for the Wolves. And the Wolves have cut this down to a 6-point lead. The Wonewoc Center Wolves proving all that Hillsboro wants tonight. It's Quinn Shetter with the ball in the front court. Shetter to Johnson. Johnson. Jump shot off the backboard. Johnson's first points of the night. He's got 2. And the inbound pass goes to Olson. Olson brings the ball up the floor for Wonewoc Center. Olson's going to drive and doesn't get it to go. In and out. Rebound Dane Green. Outlet to Quinn Shetter. And Quinn will bring the ball up the floor for the Wolves. And Quinn's pass will be picked off, and we're off to the races. That's Hanko, and Hanko will be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. He missed on the lay-in. He's actually fouled after the shot. He got the shot up there, and then they drove him into that tiger on the mat. They're going to give him 2 shots nonetheless. Continuation, I guess they call that. And Hanko to shoot 2 free throws. And he'll make the first one. He's got 6 now on the night. Personal foul was on Jaden Burnett, who's going to take a seat now. He's got 3 fouls. 4 team fouls on Hillsboro. Stalky back into the game. Aid Shetter back in the game. And Ian Anderson back in the game for Hillsboro. Hanko will take that one off the back of the rim. Rebound by Alec Grigorov. He'll make his first basket of the night. And the lead's down to 5. Ian Anderson now. He'll feed David Johnson. Johnson at the free throw line. Right through the arms of Keegan Stalkey and out of bounds. And the Wonewoc Center Wolves can cut this to a one-possession game if they can score on this possession. Up the floor comes Olson. And Olson get called for traveling as Hillsboro got him stopped. Everything stopped except Olson's feet. And now we got two shedders to make it confusing on the floor, and one shedder to the other shedder, and now the older shedder. We can call them old shedder and young shedder. Big shedder, little shedder with the ball. I believe that's Abe. And Keegan Stalkey tried to pass and was fouled. That's the first, maybe second team foul on Wonewoc Center of the half. David Johnson inbound the ball for Hillsboro. It's going to go off the hands of Hanko and out of bounds. David Johnson inbounds Ian Anderson out front to Abe Shetter. Abe with the ball sets the Hillsboro offense. Abe will bring it near side now to Ian Anderson. Ian Anderson pump fake and now Shetter. Shetter drives in, 12-foot jump shot off the front of the iron. Keegan Stalkey for the 8-foot jumper, and Keegan will bury it. Keegan now 6 points on the night for the Tigers. Olson with the ball for Wonewoc. He'll go far side to Alec Grigoriev. And now 14 is Colin Thompson, who dribbled it off his toe and out of bounds. Hillsboro will take possession of the ball. Back into the game, Mr. Dynamite, Augie Murillo, he's back into the game for the Wolves. He's the man doing all the damage. As Abe Shetter brings the ball up the floor. Shetter near side to Isaac Tyne now in the game for Hillsboro. Shetter. Jaden McGraw also in the game for Hillsboro. Shetter with the ball. He tries to force it inside, and it's stolen by Murillo. Outlet to Olson. Olson with the ball, driving left side all the way. Takes a shot and in. Gavin Olson drops his first deuce of the night on the Tigers. In the lead back to 5. Two-possession game. Hillsboro leading by 5 as Abe Shetter brings the ball up, sets the Hillsboro offense. Near side to Tyne. Back to Shetter. Shetter to Jaden McGraw for 3, and it doesn't go. Olson with the rebound. He'll bring the ball up the floor for the Wolves. Olson. Far side to, now a fadeaway jumper there by James Weber doesn't go. Isaac Tyne comes out. He's a little firecracker. You get the ball to Shetter. Shetter will track down the loose ball after the tip, bring it back into Hillsboro, and he's driving left side. Underneath the baseline. No place for the little man. Stalkey will save it to Tyne. Tyne with an 8-foot running, whatever that was. And we're going to have a foul, I think, on Keegan Stalkey as he fouled Alec Grigoriev after the rebound. Third personal foul on Stalkey, 15th foul on Hillsboro. Grigoriev will inbound to Olson. Olson brings the ball up the floor for Wonewoc Center. Wonewoc Center to Alec Grigoriev. Grigoriev to Vlad Grigoriev. Vlad Grigoriev stops. He gets it to Murillo. Back out to Alec Grigoriev. Grigoriev in the lane. Right side. Can't go. Fight for the ball. Grigoriev will come up with it. Get it to Olson. Olson now driving. Left side. Jump shot from 8 feet. Doesn't go. Murillo there. Can't get it. Second chance to go. Third chance. Isaac Tyne will track down the ball and charge up the floor with the ball. Tyne gets it Jaden McGraw on the far wing. McGraw is going to come clear to the other side. Abe Shetter for 3, and Abe Shetter will give it the can of beans. And Abe Shetter, now I can find out on my score sheet, 5 on the night for Abe. Olson with a long shot off the back of the iron. Fight for the rebound. Hillsboro not doing a very good job getting rebound position. I think Coach Noer should call a timeout and explain to these guys they have to get rebound position. Shetter now on the outside wing. He brings the ball out. He'll step behind the arc, kick it back out to Tyne. Tyne, Jaden McGraw. Jaden McGraw, clear cross court to Shetter for another 3, and Shetter a little bit too long on that one. Rebound but to James Weber. He'll outlet the ball, and eventually they get it to Olson. Olson brings the ball up the floor for the Wolves. Olson to Grigorov. Alec. And now Vlad with the ball. Vlad back to Alec. Alec Grigorov. Driving down the side. Wide open down the left side and in. Alec Grigorov now 4 points on the night. And cuts the lead down to 4. Every time I look up, that lead shrinks a little bit more. Abe Shetter now to Tyne. Tyne to Jaden McGraw. Jaden McGraw looking for help. He finds Abe Shetter back out in front court. Shetter to Tyne. Tyne bounce out to Stalky. 16-foot jump shot doesn't go. We got a foul. Foul is going to be on Augie Murillo. That's his second team foul. Keegan Stalky to the line for the Tigers to shoot 2 free throws. Stalky. He must be a left-hander. I didn't know Keegan was a left-hander. He sinks that one. Stalky now with 7 points. Quinn Shetter back into the game. Hanko, I see, went down. I think he's back in the game. Landon Fry back in the game. Stalky will miss free throw number 2. He's got 7 so far on the night. Vlad Grigorov gets it to Gavin Olson. Olson with the ball. He'll get it back out to Grigorov. Grigorov charging down the right side. Throws it up. That was kind of a funky shot, but it counts. 4 points now for Vlad Grigorov. And Shetter brings the ball up to brother Quinn Shetter. And Quinn Shetter's jersey says family on the back of it. So it's probably going to be the Shetter show. It's just Abe and Quinn playing catch at the ball. Back to Abe. And, back to Quinn. So it's the Shetter show right now. And they're going to call a foul, I think, on Vlad Grigorov on the floor. A minute and a half or minute 28 left to play in the game. And Hillsboro trying to kill clock. Quinn Shetter with the ball, and he's going to be fouled. It's only the 4th team foul on Wonewoc Center. They got fouls given. They're bringing in Ian Anderson. They're going to bring in Mr. Free Throw himself as he comes in for Landon Fry. And Ian will inbound the ball for the Tigers. And they get it into Abe Shetter. Abe to Quinn Shetter. Quinn Shetter back to Abe Shetter. Ian Anderson, Mr. Free Throw, wants that ball and they won't give it to him, and it's Quinn Shetter. That's 15 foul on Wonewoc Center, so 2 more before we can shoot free throws. Isaac Tyne coming in now for Jaden McGraw. So Hillsboro with their free throw shooting team on the floor. Ian Anderson to inbound the ball. He'll get it to Abe Shetter. Shetter getting pushed back, and he'll be fouled as he's pushed across the court. 16 foul on Wonewoc Center. That foul is on Cooper Hanko. So the next foul, Hillsboro will be shooting free throws. Ian Anderson. He'll dump the ball into Abe Shetter, and Shetter will be shooting the first bonus free throws for Hillsboro. That would be Abe Shetter. So Abe Shetter to the line to shoot bonus free throws for Hillsboro. Just over a minute to play. Shetter's first shot, and it does not connect. Rebound Gavin Olson, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to say it stays at Wonewoc Center. Inbound to Olson. Olson brings the ball up the floor for Wonewoc. Olson, Vlad Grigorov lets one fly. Rebound Isaac Tyne. Final minute of play. Hillsboro leading by 5. And Tyne is fouled. Isaac Tyne will give it his best college try at trying to make a free throw. I don't care what level basketball Hillsboro plays. They are not very good at free throws. Girls or boys. And Isaac Tyne, there that I said that, he'll probably make them both now, which good for him. But let's see if he can make one to earn one. Puts it up, and he can't. So now we're going to have a foul on Abe Shetter. Hillsboro's 16 foul. That's Abe's second. So both teams in the bonus now. And Gavin Olson for 3 points off the back of the iron. And we're going to have a foul on Hanko, and that's going to send Abe Shetter back to the line for a chance at a buy one, get one. So Shetter at the line for bonus free throw situation. 9th team foul. Good news for Hillsboro. The next foul, Hillsboro will get to shoot 2 automatically. Shetter's first free throw on the way. And he earned the second one. So Abe Shetter now with 6 points on the night. He'll earn the next one. And the second free throw on the way, and he rattles that one around and out. Rebound, Alec Grigoriev. Outlet to Olson. Olson brings the ball up. 2-possession game right now. Wonewoc has to score fast. They're taking a lot of time. Here they got quick draw Grigoriev. He'll go back to Alec Grigoriev. And now we got a 3-point shot on the way. He's going to not go, and they're fouled immediately on the rebound. Because we'll come the other way and shoot free throws on Hillsboro's side. The guilty party for Wonewoc Center. That's not Hanko, is it? It's Gavin Olson on the free throw. On the foul, rather. The 10th, they're going to charge it at 23. Roy Ammerman. And double bonus. Quinn Shetter now shooting as he misses the first free throw. He'll line up, get the double bonus, the second shot on the way, and he'll make that one. Quinn Shetter now 4 points on the night for the Tigers. And up the floor comes Olson quickly, as it's now a 3-possession game, which means Wonewoc got to shoot quickly, as Thompson does. Off the back of the iron, rebound, chased out of bounds by Tyne. I think Tyne could have got that inbounds. They got to teach these kids to hustle and not be so lazy. That's just lazy, not grabbing that ball, keeping that clock running. Tyne near side to Quinn Shetter. And Shetter, the time will run out. Hillsboro will win this one. JV action 31 to Wonewoc's 24. Unofficial scoring for Hillsboro. They are led by Keegan Stalkey, 7 points. Followed by Jaden McGraw, 6. Abe Shetter with 6. Can't even read my own writing, folks. Quinn Shetter, 4. Landon Fry, 3. Ian Anderson, 3. And David Johnson dropping the deuce for Hillsboro for 31 points. For the Wonewoc Center Wolves, are led by Augie Murillos, 8. Cooper Hanko added 6. Vlad Grigoriev and Alec Grigoriev with 4 apiece. And Gavin Olson with 2 for a total of 24. So the Hillsboro JV takes the opening bill here with the Hillsboro hosting Wonewoc Center. Coming up in 15 minutes, right about 7 o'clock, we'll have our national anthem starting lineups. I'll be back with maybe a minute before the game. Very little to talk about this game. I'll give you some opening thoughts. And we'll have varsity basketball action at that time. Please stay tuned. So our starting lineups for the Wonewoc Center Wolves: Corbin Champlin, Colton Keller, Carter Stout, Braden Scrable, and Nathan Degner. For the Hillsboro Tigers, Ben Copeman, Isaiah Stokes, Talon Hildreth, Noah Burmester, and Russell Jackson. So I turned to Jill Steckel, my technical director and everything else, and asked her, what time is it?
Game time.
And she says it's game time. They don't call her the best color commentator in the league for nothing. Russell Jackson getting ready to square it off with Colton Keller. Wonewoc will control the tip. Corbin Champlin with the ball. He'll go far side to Scrable. Scrable now Stout with the ball. Carter Stout for Wonewoc. Wonewoc got some big kids. Champlin gets stopped. He'll dump it back out to Scrable. Scrable, he's got a full beard. He looks like he's 35 years old out there. Stout with the ball. Stout's going to dump it into Degner. Degner with a drive against Jackson. Wonewoc draws first blood. And Hildreth to Coltman down underneath of Jackson. Jackson finds Stokes. Stokes twisting, turning, comes up short on his jump shot. Rebound Degner. Degner to Champlin. Champlin brings the ball up the floor for Wonewoc Center. He'll dump it off to Keller, and it's stolen. Stokes up the ball up the floor quickly. He'll get it to Burmester. Burmester gets it knocked away. He'll track the ball down now to Hildreth, Coltman, Jackson. Jackson kicks it back out to Hildreth out in front court. Hildreth's going to find Coltman sneaking up the left side. Coltman will miss the easy lay-in. And back out to Jackson. Jackson to Hildreth. Burmester from the wing for three off the back of the iron. And Jackson's going to get the rebound and off his knee out of bounds. Be a turnover to Wonewoc Center. And Hillsboro slow to get anything going here, as they're shooting 0% from everywhere right now. Champlin up the court to, I'll get him, Scrable, Keller. We got a foul on Hillsboro, I believe. Foul is going to be charged to Ben Coltman, his first personal, first team foul. Coltman fouled out last game against New Lisbon, I believe. Stout to inbound the ball. And it's a loose ball right to Isaiah Stokes. Stokes will bring the ball up the floor, right down the center of the lane, and off the back the iron. Rebound Keller. Outlet to Champlin, and we're 2 minutes in, and Wonewoc leads 2-0. Stout with the ball. He pulls up back out to Champlin. Champlin back to Stout. Carter Stout with the ball. He'll fake a handoff to Keller and fire it into Scrable. Hildreth's going to come out of there after he rounds up the loose ball. Pop up, 11 feet out. He'll kick it back out to Burmester. Burmester across. There's Koopman from the lane, and he'll get one to roll. From about 2 feet out, Ben Koopman draws first blood for Hillsboro. Knots the game up. Scrable with the ball. Stokes knocks it away. Scrable. Stout now with the ball. I had enough of that. Stout going to jump pass into Champlin. Champlin to Degner. Degner working against Jackson. Jackson's going to block it and now tie it up. Possession arrow, Hillsboro. So maybe the Tigers can get something going here now. Burmester to inbound the ball for Hillsboro on the far baseline. He'll get it into Hildreth, and Hildreth will walk the ball up into play for the Tigers. Hildreth to Stokes. Stokes in the front court. He'll come near side to Burmester, and now Hildreth. Hildreth for three from the corner, and Hildreth will can it home. Talon's first basket of the night. Wonewoc will bring it up. Scrable with the ball comes near side wing. Now drives down into the corner. Scrabble loses control, flips it out to Stout. Stout's jump pass back into Degner, and Degner, I don't know. I would have gave him a suitcase. They're going to give him 2 points. And Hillsboro lose the ball out of bounds. Another turnover for Hillsboro. And Scrabble to inbound the ball. Up the floor comes Champlin, now to Scrabble. Scrabble gets it to Stout. Stout, Keller, now Champlin with the ball for Wonewoc Center. Back to Keller. Keller's going to lob it down underneath the Stout. Stout with a behind the back, no-look pass. Talent Hildreth will track down the ball. Noah Burmester now to Hildreth. Clear across to Koopman. Three-pointer from the wing off the iron. Jackson picks it up and puts away some second chance points. Jackson on the board for the first time tonight, dropping the deuce on the Wolves. And Hillsboro with a 2-possession lead. Scrabble with the ball for Wonewoc Center. Actually, it's only 1 possession. I guess a 3-pointer will tie it. And that's going to go to the Wonewoc Center bench. Hillsboro's going to take possession of the ball. And we're going to have a timeout called by Dane Gabrielson and Wonewoc Center Wolves. That appears to be a 30-second timeout to talk things over. Wonewoc has to be quite happy. 1-possession game and 4.5 minutes into it. They got to be pretty happy with this performance so far. On the other hand, Hillsboro maybe has a lot to talk over right now. So Ben Koopman going to inbound the ball for Hillsboro near the scorer's table. And Hildreth will take the inbound pass right back to Koopman. Koopman to Jackson. Jackson back out front to Burmaster, now Koopman. Koopman to Stokes. Stokes fighting, keep the ball. He'll get it to Hildreth. Hildreth near the free throw line. Brings back Noah Burmaster. 3-point shot from the wing. Rattles around the rim and out. Stokes gets the ball, puts it up. Isaiah Stokes will drop the basket and go to the free throw line to shoot a free throw. My favorite part of the game, shooting free throws. Isaiah is a 58% free throw shooter. Hillsboro 55% as a team, so Isaiah roughly just a little bit better than the rest of the team. And he drops that one in. So Champlin will bring it in to Scrabble. Scrabble is going to get picked off by Stokes. We're off to the races. And Stokes will drop in the easy layup. Made it look awful easy anyway. Scrabble back to Champlin as they bring the ball up the floor. Now Degner. Degner's strong suit isn't out on the outside there as he brings it out. Now Scrabble, and offensive foul maybe on Carter Stout. And they aren't going to charge it with anybody. They must have said it went out of bounds. So up the floor come the Tigers. There's Talon Hildreth. He'll get it to Koopman on the far wing. Back to Stokes. Stokes down in the corner with the ball. Stokes feeds it inside to Koopman. Koopman is rejected by Degner. I think Ben could tell you what that ball tastes like after that block. Champlin with the ball near the top of the key. He gets pass blocked by Stokes. And here comes Degner, and Degner with a charge. He run Talent Hildreth, and there's a dent in the floor down there where he just... Degner weighs about 4 times as much as Talent Hildreth. And he planted Hildreth in the floor. Degner's second personal foul, second team foul on Wonewoc. Hildreth brings the ball up the floor and finds Stokes. Stokes, 6-foot jump shot, and he'll knock it down. It's been the Isaiah Stokes here early going in the first half. Scrabble gets hung up. Now Champlin will bring the ball across. He'll dump it into Degner. Degner up against Jackson. Jackson's going to block Digner's shot, fight for the ball, and Champlin comes down with it. He's going to get it to Carter Stout. He's going to take a 16-foot shot and make it. So Carter Stout on the board. And Degner will track down the loose ball for Wonewoc Center. Champlin will bring the ball up the floor, and Wonewoc Center will set their offense. Now to Scrable. Scrable brings it to the near side wing. Back out to Champlin in the front court. Champlin cross court to Stout. Stout pull up. He dumps it into Degner. Degner loses his footing. Loose ball. Hildreth comes up with it, pushes it down to Coatman. Coatman finds Stokes down the left side. They're going to say no shot. Stokes was fouled before the shot. Be Wonewoc Center's third team foul. Hillsboro will have the ball on the near baseline. And checking in for Hillsboro, Greg Hora, Parker Scala, and Tyler Ravenscroft. Coatman, Burmaster, and Jackson taking a seat. Foul on Scrable, his first personal, team's third. And Ravenscroft inbound Hildreth, now Stokes. Stokes back to Hildreth for three from the wing, and Hildreth rattles it around. He's got two now, rattling around the rim. 6 points nonetheless for Hildreth. And Hillsboro starting to slowly break it open as Champlin walks the ball up the floor. I think Wonewoc Center's idea is to slow the game down. If Hillsboro don't have the ball, Hillsboro can't score. And now Ravenscroft will track down the loose ball, and Hillsboro hurries up the floor. Ravenscroft cross court to Hildreth for a 35-foot shot that doesn't go. A little bit long. He probably could have made that one from 40. And Scrable up the floor. Scrable, little dribble mania. Stokes has him stopped. He'll get the ball into Degner. Now the ball, Champlin and Stout on the far wing. Stout driving down. Another no-look pass right into the hands of Greg Hora. That's fun to watch anyway. Hora with a beautiful drive up the left side. He used the right hand. I'd like to see the left hand, but Hora on the board nonetheless. And Scrable back to Champlin. Back to Scrable. Get that ball to Stout. I want to see some more no-look passes. Scrable inside the Degner at the free throw line. Degner twisting, turning, and Ravenscroft will pick off his pass, and up the floor come the Tigers. Starting to break it open now. Hildreth on the far side. He's going to drive in. Not against the big guy, though. They say, and now Hildreth, rather Stokes, he's going to take the 6-footer, doesn't go, and rebound Keller, and the Wonewoc Center Wolves. Outlet to Champlin. Champlin will bring the ball up the floor. Whoa, that was close. An over and back there. They say Keller got back. I don't know if he established possession or not. Scrable with the ball in the front court. Now back to Keller. Keller to Stout. Stout's gonna don't look past it right into the stage. And now he's telling Degner to get in the center. Things starting to fall apart for Wonewoc Center. Checking into the game, Xander Meyer. If I remember right, the first game, Xander's the one that did most of the damage for Wonewoc Center. Miles Ravenscroft in the game for the Tigers. Up the floor comes Miles Ravenscroft. Oh, we got Ravenscroft squared, so we're going to have to try to keep them apart. And Parker Scull is going to drive it in, drop his first basket of the night. And Champlin will walk the ball up the floor for Wonewoc Center. He'll go to Scrable on the far side. Scrable working near the Tiger bench. Back out front to Stout. Stout in the front court with the ball. Stout brings it up. He gets stuck. He'll dump it down in the corner to Scrable. Scrable looking for some help. He'll bounce it into Keller, and we may have a foul. I don't know if it's going to go on Ravenscroft or Greg Hora. It's hard to tell up here who they called him. I think they're going to give it to Tyler Ravenscroft. It's his first personal. Team second, it says. They'll inbound the ball. Myers, now Scrable. Scrable with the ball. It'll clear across court. Stout. Now Champlin back to Stout. Stout pulls up just sideline, 18-footer, and Carter Stout's going to give it a home. And Ravenscroft to Ravenscroft. Back to Ravenscroft. The little Ravenscroft for three. Off the back of the iron. Hora tracks down the rebound, gets it to Scala. Scala going to feed little Ravenscroft. I think Miles is the name. And now Hora. Noah Burmaster for three from the top of the key, and it does not go. And out of bounds will be Wonewoc Center's ball. Hillsboro cannot be pleased with their shooting percentage from the field tonight. They have not looked good. Scrabble brings the ball up the floor. Scrabble to Champlin to Keller. Keller to Xander Myers. Parker Scala picks it off. Tyler Ravenscroft to Noah Burmaster. Burmaster gets blocked underneath, and Carter Stout will run down the loose ball.
Because he waited to shoot the ball. Try draw foul.
And Stout's going to throw that one into the stands. I'm starting to feel sorry for Carter Stout. He's got more incomplete passes than Aaron Rodgers does on a good night. Bill Steckel checking into the game for the first time tonight. He'll take the inbound pass right back to Burmaster. Burmaster to Miles Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft gets stuck at the free throw line. Back out front to Steckel. Steckel to Burmaster. Burmaster driving left side. He gets caught. It'll go off a Wolf, I believe Keller. Hillsboro will maintain possession as Russell Jackson now checks in for Greg Hora. Hillsboro sets up the picket fence, and it falls apart quickly. Miles Ravenscroft gets it into Russell Jackson. Jackson will drop it in for his second basket of the night. And Champlin will bring the ball up the floor for Wonewoc Center. Champlin in for Degner. Degner drives in. It's partially blocked by Jackson and out of bounds, so Wonewoc Center will maintain possession of the ball. Coming back into the game, Coatman, Hildreth, and Stokes. And Steckel will come up with a steal. He'll get the ball to Stokes. And Stokes will pass the ball right into Scrable's hands, and I think we're going to have a Talon Hildreth personal foul. That'll be Hillsboro's third team foul. And they're actually going to charge the foul to Russell Jackson, his first personal foul. And they'll inbound the ball to Champlin. And he'll dump the ball to Scrabble. Stolen now by Stokes. We're off to the races. Stokes up the left side and is blocked by Champlin and out of bounds off of Coatman. And Wonewoc Center will take possession of the ball. If Hillsboro just finished their drives, they would make the shot, but they're trying to get fouled and just get the points. Scrabble brings the ball up the floor. He'll dump it to Keller. Now stolen by Hildreth. Hildreth all the way up the floor. He's going to take a 12-foot jump shot way high off the board. Jackson's going to clean it up with some second chance points. Scrabble to Champlin and now Keller. Keller's going to lob it in and Jackson will get the steal and drop the ball out of bounds. And Jackson pretty upset with himself. Nobody around him. Everybody else already retreated and dropped the ball out. Xander Meyer to inbound the ball. Checking into the game is, looks like Carter Stout coming back into the game for Braden Scrabble. Xander Meyer to inbound the ball. And get it into Degner. Xander Meyer with what a move. He drops it in for his first basket of the night. Stokes with the ball. Now Koopman, Bill Steckel, and into Jackson. Jackson driving. He'll back out to Steckel. Steckel driving baseline. Clear across court to Koopman. And now Hildreth. Hildreth with the ball. And now Koopman. Koopman in the front court. Stokes and now Hildreth. Hildreth driving left side. Tries to move it into Jackson. It's stolen by Wonewoc. And I think Hillsboro is going to keep possession of the ball here. Ben Koopman inbound the ball. He'll get it to Steckel. Steckel to Stokes. Stokes, 6-foot jump shot, rattles around the rim and in. And Champlin will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers, or rather for the Wolves. And they get it to Stout. Stout with a tip pass to Degner, and Degner can't connect. Rebound Jackson, outlet Hildreth, up the court to Stokes. And Stokes wide open up the left side and drops it in. Fast break points for the Tigers as Wonewoc has no answers. Champlin to Stout to Champlin. And now stolen by Hildreth. Just anticipating the passes. Hildreth loses the ball out of bounds. He was so excited. I haven't seen a kid that excited since they got 2 bubblegum balls out of the gumball machine for the price of 1. He made a nice play on the ball, and just ball got away on him. Carter Stout to inbound the ball. Stout into Champlin. Champlin back to Stout. Stout with a jump pass to Meyer, and now Champlin. Champlin back to Meyer. Xander Meyer with a drive. Right through Degner's hands into Champlin. Champlin with the long shot and rebound. Russell Jackson. Outlet. Stokes up the floor for Ben Koopman, who will drop down the lay-in. And Carter Stout walked the ball up the floor. He'll leave it for Champlin. Champlin across the timeline and now stuck. Almost picked off by Stokes. Almost picked off by Steckel. Now Degner with the ball. Nowhere to go. He kicks it out to Stout. Carter Stout, 15-foot jump shot. Russell Jackson rebound. He'll outlet to Hildreth. And Hillsboro pushing the ball now. Hillsboro starting to look like a ball team. They were kind of slow and lazy to start the game. Now they're starting to push it. Steckel with the ball. 15-foot jumper by Steckel off the back of the iron. Rebound Keller. Keller outlet to Champlin, and Wonewoc Center will bring the ball back up the floor. Stout with the ball. Stout back to Champlin. Now inside to Degner. Degner free throw line. Champlin, Meyer, back into Degner. Degner driving in, and will get the bucket to go, and picks up the +1 as he goes to the free throw line. So Nathan Degner to the free throw line. Checking in. Checking in for the Tigers, a host of them. Tyler Ravenscroft, Nye Schultz in the game for the first time. And I think Noah Burmester makes his return. So Degner checks in. Hildreth picking up his first foul. Free throw doesn't go. Stokes will get the rebound. Up the court to Hildreth. Hildreth now driving right side all the way through the baseline and gets it to Stokes. 6-foot jump shot doesn't go. And rebound to Keller and the Wolves. He'll outlet to Champlin. And now to Stout, back to Champlin, and back to Stout. And back to Champlin, back to Stout. And through Stout's hands, into Stokes' hands. Stokes up the floor. And Stokes up the left side and in. And Carter Stout will bring the ball up the floor for the Wolves. And Stout will leave it for Champlin. Champlin in the front court, now to Keller. Keller working the front court for the Wolves, now Champlin. Champlin doing his best to keep control of the ball. And it's stolen by Stokes. Here we go, right side for Stokes. He misses the lay-in. Rebound Carter Stout. And they'll get it to Champlin, back to Stout. Stout will drive it in past Degner with a baseball pass. Noah Burmester picks it up, loses the ball, gets the ball back. free throw line. Now he's going to feed it to Stokes. Stokes, no look pass to Nye Schultz, and Schultz standing there all by himself will drop in the deuce. Beautiful assist by Isaiah Stokes as Carter Stout brings up the ball. Works the front court, now goes the far wing. Loses the ball, now dives and will get called for traveling. Scrable's going to check in now for Nathan Degner. And Nathan played the whole first half. We're down the final minute of play, 51.5 seconds left, and Degner looks tired. Understandably so. Tyler Ravenscroft on the far side. He comes to Burmaster. Burmaster near side to Stokes. Stokes to Hildreth. Hildreth near the free throw line. Now Ravenscroft. Burmaster for three from the corner, and Noah Burmaster will get his first basket of the night. A three-pointer. And we're the final half minute of play. Scrabo with the ball for Wonewoc Center. And he'll hesitantly bring it across the timeline and stop. He'll dump it into Carter Stout. Stout with a good fake. The Stokes not fooled. He'll pick off the ball, bring it in. Noah Burmaster turn around, 10-foot jump shot, doesn't go. Nye Schultz with a rebound. His second chance points don't go. No foul call. People ain't on the floor. They'll get the ball to Schultz and he'll drop it in. And Hillsboro's going to go to halftime leading 40 to Wonewoc Center's 12. Unofficial scoring for the Hillsboro Tigers. They're being led by Isaiah Stokes with 13 points. Talon Hildreth is adding 6, Russell Jackson 6, Ben Copeman 4, Nye Schultz 4, Noah Burmaster 3, and Parker Scullett and Greg Hora both dropping deuces on the Wolves for a total of 40 points. For the Wonewoc Center Wolves, they're being led by Nathan Degner 6, Carter Stout has 4, Xander Meyer 2, and Braden Scrable with 2 for a total of 12 points. We'll step away from the microphone. We're going to have some youth basketball action. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about our alumni tournament coming up tomorrow, Booster Club's fundraiser, their annual alumni tournament, as there's a lot of alumni in the stands tonight, along with, we'll just leave it at that. So enjoy the sights of, well, this looks like about 4th grade basketball. So as both teams emerge from the locker room with about 2.5 minutes left to go in halftime, we clear the children from the floor, and Wonewoc Center is just content to sit on the bench, and now Carter Stout's going to come out and shoot a few three-pointers to try to get Wonewoc back into this thing. Hillsboro leading 40-12, a 28-point lead. Very briefly, I talked about the game beforehand. Didn't say a whole lot about it. Wonewoc Center, judging by the amount of fans Wonewoc Center has in the stands tonight, it's been a long, cold winter, and to them, it's going to last forever. 0-16 on the year. That being said, they played Hillsboro tough the first 8 minutes, as Hillsboro really didn't play well at all. They finally got it together the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game, and Wonewoc having one of those years. It all come around. It all revolve around full circle, and they'll have a team one day. I can remember not that long ago. Danny Sullivan's probably watching right now. I know Danny Sullivan well, and they were the team to beat back then, and Wonewoc will make a return. And it all went south when they changed their mascot name. Wolves. That's where it all went south for Wonewoc. Nonetheless, they're out here battling, giving it their best shot. And it's been a rough year for Wonewoc Center. So I talk about Wonewoc Center to keep from saying anything negative about Hillsboro. And the only obvious thing I can say about Hillsboro in the first half is they did not play well. And we'll see how they fare here in the second half. Talon Hilders, Ben Copeman, Noah Burmaster, Isaiah Stokes, and Russell Jackson on the floor to start the game. Wonewoc Center will have the ball to start the second half. Carter Stout making his way to the near sideline to inbound the ball. Gavin Olson in the game starting the second half. And they'll dump the ball into Keller. Keller will bring the ball in the front court now to Stout. Stout with the ball. They get it to Olson. Olson to Scrable. Scrable back to Carter Stout. Stout working near the top of the key. He'll flip the ball in, knocked away by Noah Burmaster, but Keller will run down the loose ball. And back out front to Scrable. Scrable with the ball top of the key. We get it to Keller. Keller comes near side to Degner. Degner going to drive down the right side into Jackson. Gives Jackson a little push, and now Degner's going to pick up a personal foul. He took a swat and almost took Russell Jackson's head off. I think he thought Jackson's head was the ball. That'll be the first team foul on Wonewoc Center in the second half. Third personal foul for Degner. And Hildreth brings the ball up. Far side wing to Stokes. Now front top of the key for Burmaster. Copeman on the near side. Now Stokes to Hildreth for three from the corner. And Talon will tickle the twine. Talon with 9 points now on the night. Olsen will bring the ball up, find Degner on the near wing, cross court to Scrable. Scrable in the front court for Wonewoc Center. He'll put it down inside to Stout. Stout turn around, 10-foot jump shot off the back iron, rebound Jackson. Jackson outlet to Hildreth, and Hildreth on the move. Hildreth finds Stokes wide open underneath. Stokes will give it a home off the Hildreth assist. 15 now on the night for Stokes. Olsen will bring the ball up the floor for Wonewoc Center. You get it to Scrable on the far wing. Scrable, a little twist and turn and a move down, and we're going to have a foul on Isaiah Stokes. They're going to call a charging foul on Scrable. They said that he extended his arm into Stokes. So that'd be the second team foul on Wonewoc Center. Second personal foul on Scrable. Checking in for Keller. Xander Meyer. He'll come to Stokes. I just keep thinking of the movie Joe Dirt when there Xander Meyer wasn't that the radio host. Russell Jackson went to slam dunk it and took it off the back of the iron and didn't make it. And yeah, okay, we'll leave it right there. Degner with the ball. So I'm still stunned about Jackson, how one-handed he couldn't get it down. Xander Meyer with the basket for Wonewoc. Meyer now 4 points on the night for the Wolves. Noah Burmester with the ball. Free throw line. You get it to Hildreth. 10-foot jump shot. Talon will give it a home. Talon's first deuce of the night. He's got 11 points total. So Olsen brings the ball up the floor. He'll dump it to Scrabel in the front court. And he'll dance on the Tigers' head. Jump stop at the free throw line. Outlet to Olsen. Olsen back outside to Degner, and now Carter Stout with the ball. Carter Stout with a pass to Scrabel underneath. Scrabel can't get it to go. Rebound Russell Jackson. Outlet to Burmester. Tigers on the run. To Jackson. Jackson driving down the right side. He'll put it up and in. Russell Jackson now 8 points on the night for the Tigers. Scrabel takes the inbound pass and will walk the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Scrabel in the front court. He'll come near side to Degner. Degner tries to get it to Olsen. And they're going to say it went off Talon Hildreth. Going to do with a fast 5, Hillsboro is, as they make the old hockey line change. In the game for Hillsboro, Miles Ravenscroft, Tyler Ravenscroft, Parker Scala, Greg Hora, and Billy Steckel. Carter Stout to inbound for Wonewoc Center. He'll get it into Champlin. Out to Xander Meyer. Meyer with a jump stop and throws it up. Greg Hora comes down with a rebound. Parker Scala up to Tyler Ravenscroft. Finds Hora underneath. Hora with the drive from the left side. Drops it in. Hora now 4 points on the night for the Tigers. Scrabel brings the ball up the floor for Wonewoc Center. And I can't believe Wonewoc Center's gassed. They're just coming up slowly. They're under the assumption if they keep control of the ball and keep it away from Hillsboro, Hillsboro can't score. Champlin with the ball. Now Hillsboro, they're going to have to play defense. That's how Hillsboro busted the thing open, was stealing the ball. Carter Stout's going to launch a prayer. We call it a prayer because it never had a chance after it left his hand. He just, 3 guys around him, he launched it up. Ball sail out of bounds. Billy Steckel will inbound to Tyler Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Ravenscroft to Miles Ravenscroft. Miles Ravenscroft drives in, gets stopped, turns around after he sheds a couple defenders, misses the bucket, and Greg Hora is going to touch the ball standing out of bounds. Be a turnover to Wonewoc Center. And Tyler Ravenscroft gets the ball. He'll put it up to Bill Steckel. Steckel gets it to Parker Scala, to Greg Hora out the free throw line. There's Tyler Ravenscroft for 3, and Tyler will hit nothing but net. Tickle the twines, and Tyler with 3 on the night. Champlin with the ball. He'll walk it up the floor. He'll get it to Xander Meyer. Now that should be over back, but they're not going to call anything anymore. This game, 40-point lead. There's going to be continuous clock here shortly if it isn't already. And apparently the continuous clock doesn't kick in until less than 10 minutes or 8 minutes or something like that. Tyler Ravenscroft and Miles Ravenscroft in the backcourt for Hillsboro. Little Ravenscroft. Miles brings it into the play for Tigers. He's at the top of the key. He'll come near side Bill Steckel. Steckel back out front to Tyler Ravenscroft. Tyler top of the key, looking for some help. Tries to get it into Steckel. Loose ball picked up by Carter Stout. Stout to Champlin. And he'll drop it down to new blood in the game for Wonewoc. Alec Grigorov. Xander Myers will make that one. He's got 6 on tonight for Wonewoc Center. Parker Sculla now. Miles Sanders. He plays for Philadelphia. Miles Ravenscroft for 3, and it goes off the back of the iron for a miss as we get ready for the hockey line change coming up again. Carter Stout to Myers to Grigorov to Champlin, Grigorov, and now Keller is also back in the game. There's Myers, will lob one up. Grigorov back to Myers. Now Keller for 3 off the Tyler Ravenscroft with a rebound. And timeout. Hillsboro calls as we have the old hockey line change again. Host of 5 new players going to be coming back into the game. So after the 30-second timeout, both teams with 4 timeouts remaining. Hillsboro leading by 38. On the floor for the Tigers, Zach Moore and Jerry Von Falkenstein. Sawyer Postel, may I add, Sawyer Postel has a beautiful haircut. Eli Wood and Nye Schultz. That is Sawyer Postel, isn't it?
Yeah.
He lost so much hair I don't recognize him. Jerry Von Falkenstein. He's going to get his pass block. He tracks down the loose ball. Now comes near side to Eli Wood. Eli Wood. He gets it Sawyer Postel. Now Von Falkenstein. Von Falkenstein, the far corner with the ball for Hillsboro. He'll pop up 21-foot three-pointer off the rim, over the backboard, not out of bounds. The turnover. As Champlin will bring the ball after the Stout inbound pass, will bring the ball up the floor for Wonewoc Center. From near side to Keller, they'll feed Meyer inside. He goes up left side and in. Xander Meyer now leading the way for Wonewoc with 8 points. If I remember right, when Hillsboro played down at Wonewoc, Meyer led Wonewoc there too. There Meyer gets a steal. And Champlin. And Meyer only a junior. He'll be back next year. There's a bright spot for Wonewoc. Behind the back pass by Carter Stout. And around the back dribble by Sawyer Postel. Nye Schultz gets rejected. He won't give up. He gets it back out front to Jerry Von Falkenstein. Von Falkenstein is Carter Stout just harassing him. Gets it to Postel. Now Schultz for a jump shot. Schultz now 6 points on the night. And Champlin again, bring it up for Wonewoc Center, come to Keller. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout called by the Wonewoc Center Wolves. Coach Gabrielson calls a 30-second timeout. So coming to inbound the ball for Wonewoc Center is Alec Grigorov. He'll get it in, Champlin back to Grigorov. Grigorov to Degner. Degner with the ball out front, now to Keller. Keller to Champlin. Champlin's going to find Grigorov. 15-foot jump shot, a little bit short. Loose ball. Degner will track it down. Now Schultz will steal it from Degner. Off Schultz's foot, Zach Morin picks it up and gets it down to Eli Wood. Wood to Sawyer Postel for 3! three, and Postel, but Jerry Von Falkenstein's the garbage man tonight, and Jerry on the board for a deuce. Keller brings the ball down, gets it to Grigorov. Grigorov out in the wing and now to Keller. Keller near side to Champlin, inside to Meyer. Degner near the top of the key. Keller and now Grigorov driving the left side. Degner near the free throw line with the ball. Right between Champlin's legs. Fight for the ball. Sawyer Postel looks like he's in a wrestling match down there. He'll kick it out to Moore. To die, Schultz will drop it in, and Schultz now 8 on the night for Schultz. Xander Meyer, far wing. He'll dump it down the corner to Grigorov, back out to Meyer. Meyer's driving down left side, turns around, kicks it back out front. Champlin now with the ball near the top of the key. Champlin comes near side to Degner. Wonewoc just appears to be tired or just standing around flat-footed. And we're going to have a jump ball between Degner and Zach Moore. In possession arrow, Hillsboro. So Hillsboro will take the ball here. Zach Moore into Sawyer Postel, and Postel charges up the floor with it. Like to see the hustle. Eli Wood for 3 from the wing, and Eli Wood tickles the twine to get on the board. Champlin will bring the ball back up the floor. He gets it to Keller. Keller back to Meyer. Meyer drives down the left side. It's on the wing. Working it down in the corner. Now back out front. Keller. Grigorov and Champlin. Back to Keller. Meyer on the far wing with the ball. He tries to get it in Degner. Sawyer Postel getting hustle points tonight. Continuous clock we've got now, so it won't be long. 7 minutes and 28 seconds and counting. Grigorov inbound the ball into Keller. Now Champlin. Champlin is going to be picked off by Zach Moore, and he can't pick up the ball. Kicking, fighting, and Zach will eventually kick it up to the stage and turn it over. Wonewoc center ball. Keller will inbound for Wonewoc Center. He'll get it into Champlin, and Champlin will march the ball up the court for Wonewoc. To Keller. Keller cross court to Grigorov, and now Meyer. Xander Meyer. He'll come cross court to Keller. Keller working the ball. Turn around, jump shot, doesn't go. Degner there to put it back, doesn't get it. Rebound Zach Moore, and up the floor to Jerry Von Falkenstein. Jerry Von Falkenstein to Sawyer Postel. Postel, 15-foot jump shot. Rattles around the rim and in. Sawyer Postel with his first deuce of the night. And we're going to have a Hillsboro foul upcoming. Checking into the game is Carter Stout and Braden Scrable. Checking in for Hillsboro is Miles Sanders. Sawyer Postel taking a seat. And Nye Schultz will steal the inbounds pass, and Schultz comes up, tries to feed it to Zach Moore, and Carter Stout will steal Schultz's pass, and Carter Stout will bring the ball up the floor. Dump it off for Champlin, and Wonewoc will set their offense. Carter Stout with a moving screen. He's going to call for a foul if he's not careful. Champlin working the ball around. Turn around, 12-foot jumper on the way. Doesn't go. Ball's up for grabs. Jerry Von Falkenstein finally yanks it down. Outlet to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft kicks it out to Zach Moore for 3. Does not go. Rebound by Schultz there to clean up the garbage. He can't do it. And we're going to have a Hillsboro foul on the rebound. It'll be Hillsboro's second team foul of the night, as Sawyer Postel is going to check in for Nye Schultz. Fouls on Miles Ravenscroft, his first personal, second team foul. Inbound pass to Keller from Scrable, and Keller brings the ball up the floor for Wonewoc Center. He'll dump it to Champlin. Champlin's going to get it to Carter Stout. He'll kick it out to Meyer. 23-foot three-pointer on the way. Doesn't go. Stout there to clean up the garbage. He'll get the 2 and go to the line for the +1. Stout currently with 6 points on the night. As Degner checking back into the game now for Xander Meyer. So Stout to the line, Stout rather, not Scout. He'll rattle it around and in. Carter has 7 points for the Wolves. And Jerry Von Falkenstein up the floor. Sawyer Postel now with the ball far wing. Postel brings the ball out, back out to Von Falkenstein. Eli Wood. Eli Wood, he's going to be fouled. That'll be Wonewoc Center's third team foul. Personal foul will be charged to 10. That'd be Keller. Colton Keller with a foul. That's his first personal. Jerry Von Falkenstein, he gets his ball knocked away by Champlin. And Sawyer Postel inbound to Jerry Von Falkenstein. Near side to Eli Wood. And now Miles Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft to Zach Morin. Zach Morin loses his dribble, picked up by Scrabel, and Scrabel will bring the ball up the floor for the Wolves. Scrabel works Zach Morin, turns around, jumper doesn't go. Carter Stout can't get his shot to go. Rebound, Jerry Von Falkenstein finally gets it, and he'll be fouled by Scrabel. Brady Scrabel going to pick up a personal foul here. Wonewoc Center's fourth team foul. That'll be Scrabel's third personal. Miles Ravenscroft inbound the ball near the Wonewoc Center bench into Jerry Von Falkenstein, and now over to Eli Wood. Eli Wood to Sawyer Postel. Postel finds a streaking Ravenscroft underneath. And Ravenscroft drops his first deuce of the night on the Wolves. And Champlin will bring the ball up for the Wolves over to Scrabel. Scrabel to Keller. Keller inside to Stout. We're going to have a foul, I think, on Jerry Von Falkenstein. That'll be Hillsboro's fourth team foul. Jerry's second personal foul. And Miles Ravenscroft brings the ball up the floor. And now Eli Wood and Sawyer Postel. Postel working the near wing with the ball. Postel. Sawyer Postel inbound to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft into Postel. Postel to Jerry Von Falkenstein. Now Postel back to Eli Wood. Eli Wood, free throw line, pulls up, knocks the ball away, gets it to Zach Morin. Postel with a reverse layup and in. Sawyer Postel now 4 points on the night. They'll dump the ball into Scrabel just across the timeline. Final minute of play. And to Champlin. Champlin to Scrabel. It's almost like Wonewoc Centers wants to run the clock out. Carter Stout. To Keller. To Scrabel, to Champlin, back to Scrabel. I've never seen a team run the clock out when they're behind by 40-some points, 48 points. Scrabel to Keller, and Keller with a wide open three, and he's going to chuck it up now and make it. Nothing but the bottom of the net at the buzzer for Keller. That's the win for Wonewoc. Keller's only points. He throws one at the buzzer and gets a three-point shot. As the Wonewoc bench celebrates, I think they spent the last 45 seconds working that last shot, and they got it. That was their win for the night. Our final score here, Hillsboro 69, Wonewoc Center 24. Unofficially for Hillsboro, Isaiah Stokes leading the way with 15. Talon Hildreth adds 11. Russell Jackson, Nye Schultz with 8 apiece. Ben Coltman, Greg Hora, and Sawyer Postel with 4 apiece. 3 from Tyler Ravenscroft, 3 from Eli Wood, 3 from Noah Burmaster, and Jerry Von Falkenstein, Parker Scala, and Miles Ravenscroft adding 2 apiece for a total of 69. For the Wonewoc Center Wolves, Xander Meyer 8, Carter Stout 7, Nathan Degner 6, Colton Keller with 3 for a total of 24. I missed Braden Scrable. I think he had a deuce in there. So that being said, Hillsboro will move on to 15-2 overall. I maybe threw my notes away. It'll be 7-2 in the Scenic Bluffs. They should remain in 3rd place. Some big games coming up for Hillsboro. They'll have Bangor next week. They've got Cashion coming up. Hillsboro still in the hunt for a conference championship. They're going to probably have to win out to do it. It's going to be a tough go. That being said, Hillsboro with a great record, 15-2 overall. Wonewoc Center, they're going to fall to 0 for the season, 0 for 17. Hats off for the boys for staying in there and battling. 2-3 times a week they battle and they come up on the short end of the stick. I kind of would like to sit here and chat all night because alumni tournament we're going to talk about. You stop up to school tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get the live stream going or not. I've got other things. I will definitely not be announcing it.
Yes, it will be.
The live stream will be up, but I don't know how much sound there will be because I've got other duties.
No commentary.
There, Jill, she's sticking in. She says no commentary. Jill doesn't want to stand up here and talk to you. But it will be live stream, but it is a fundraiser. We make money when you walk in the door. No admission, I don't believe, is being charged. But we will have some raffles up here, some concessions. Good time will be had by all, and I see a lot of alumni in attendance. The reason I'd like to chat a lot about it right now is I don't want to go down and help set up. I'd rather stand up here and watch. And Jill's not moving very fast. I think she'd rather sit up here and watch too. A lot of nice raffle prizes to be had tomorrow. There'll be raffles all throughout the day. Lots of concession. What time's play start, Jill? About 6:30 in the morning?
Huh?
What time's play start? 6:30 in the morning?
I don't know. No one sent me a schedule.
No one set the schedule out. So
only the players.
I'm going to bet the game start 8 o'clock, 8:30.
8:30. I'm assuming.
I've got no idea what the rosters look like, who's in it, who's out of it. Is there a girls' game tomorrow, Joe?
I have no idea.
Don't have any idea if there's a girls' game, if there's kids' games. So, I know absolutely nothing about it.
Except funding it.
Except the Booster Club's funding it, and sure would like to see a lot of support.
Venmo, they can Venmo, they can mail us checks, they can contact me for address to send the check up to the school if they just want to donate money instead of attend. We purchased the freshman class pulled pork meals, and we will be selling those meals now along with our own food.
So we've got barbecue, and we have chili dogs, and we're going to have pulled pork sandwiches and cookies and baked goods and bananas and
so we need
man.
to sell a lot to cover our costs and all the meals.
Yeah.
So again, if you don't want to attend or can't attend, and you just want to donate some money, we got a Venmo account. It's on my Facebook page.
I'm losing my crowd, Joe. I'm down to 49 viewers. And we'll let you know when it's available, but very soon to be, as soon as Greg Evans gets done vacationing and cracks the whip on Evans Printing. The Booster Club will have their annual calendar raffle. Now, we aren't going to run it in February because I don't think we can sell 500 tickets in 3 days.
Jill dropped the ball. Jill got too
But we are going to have tickets within the next week. We are moved the calendar raffle to March, which is going to be great because I think the first day of spring we give away a pile of cash and maybe $500 first day of spring or $400. St. Patrick's Day, we're going to treat somebody with some green for St. Patrick's Day. I think $400 on that day. A lot of $100 days, couple $200 days. $4,000 total is going to be given out in that calendar raffle. So in the month of February, we've got to sell 500 tickets at $20 a piece. I think it's doable. So please keep for the lookout for that fundraising. I'm getting my crowd back, Jill. I got 51. I gained 2 more viewers, so I'd like to welcome those viewers. I'd like to welcome all my Bangor supporting cast here. When you get tired of me, I highly recommend tuning into this show. Bill Engvall and Billy Ray Cyrus in Bait Shop. If you get a chance, tune into that show. Great show. If you haven't figured it out yet, I lost 2 viewers. I think they went to watch Billy Ray Cyrus and Bill Engvall.
Why did you advertise that?
Because they're going to be looking for something to do, and I need something to talk about because I don't want to go down and set up for tomorrow. And it appears, as you can see on your monitors, it doesn't look like anybody else wants to set up either. Anyway, it's a cold night not only in Wonewoc, Wisconsin. It's a cold night here in Hillsboro. It sounds like a cold week ahead of us. For those of you who missed the Great Chicken Roundup of 2023, they had some loose chickens running around Main Street, Hillsboro. So next time, Mr. B's, who's a great sponsor of ours, is advertising chicken dinners. You maybe know where they come from. M&S Sales, a new sponsor for the Hillsboro Booster Club. I'd like to give them a little plug for their fine donation to the Hillsboro Athletic Booster Club.
Butch Teal says he's listening.
And don't forget M&S Sales. February 15th, they've got the big consignment sale on the Fireman's Park. If you've driven past the Fireman's Park, you've seen the large selection of machinery that will be for sale that day.
Say hi to Butch Teal.
Hi, Butch Teal. Keep listening. I'll maybe start telling jokes next. So anyway, with M&S Sales and their consignment sale, it's not too late to consign something. Get a hold of Steve Heenick, who can consign something to the sale. Maybe turn a little of your treasures that you don't use anymore into some cash. Day after Valentine's Day, February 15th. Don't bother buying your sweetheart anything. Go down and spend the money at the sale and buy yourself something down there. So jokes. I'm afraid Joe's going to shut me off, but what do you think, Joe? I got 41 watching it. Should I tell a couple Dirty Johnny jokes?
No.
No Dirty Johnny jokes tonight. All right. So look at there. We got alumni getting chairs out underneath the stage. That's just a cue for Bob to stay upstairs longer.
I gotta go back.
So I'm going to sign off. I'm losing my technical support. So for Jill Steckel and myself, next week, I don't know what we got going next week. What? Monday girls are in Westby, I think. Monday the girls are in Westby. I think Tuesday they're maybe home against Cash, and then the boys are on the road somewhere.
Girls have one away and
boys are at Weston on Tuesday. Girls are home against Cash, and we're not going to have that girls game. I suppose Joe could maybe set up the camera and let it run, but we're going to go watch the boys push around the Weston Silver Eagles. I don't know. Maybe I'll stay home and do the girls game. That's versus Cash, and that could be a good game. I'm lost for things to talk about. So for Jill Steckel, myself, stay warm. Have a great, safe weekend.